Hello people, so I've been a little bit busy today doing things that are relatively different actually to what I'm used to. So I'm actually currently starting a blog. Now this sort of thing really does not come easy to me. I'm a gardener at the end of the day. I'm relatively okay at running around with a hedge trimmer, but I'm not particularly good at technical stuff, as many of you will know. So it's quite hard work for me actually. But I'm sitting down, working at it. Been swearing at the, been swearing at the computer screen and the mobile screen. It's fortunate that no one actually heard me. But yes, so I'm currently doing it. What I want to do is to start up a blog, showing things that I'm doing day to day, so I can take a picture and put it up, stuff that's of interest, because I do quite often come across things that are relatively interesting to me and to other people. Like I see lovely plants, beautiful flowers, things like hydrangeas that many of you will know that I very much do indeed like. Intriguing food-bearing plants, trees, shrubs, etc. So, I have done this on my YouTube channel many times, when I've come across something that I indeed really like, for example, the persimmon tree that I came across, the mature one that bears lovely fruit every year. I put that up. Things like the kiwis, things that I just happen to stumble across as I'm going about my day-to-day stuff, work, whatever. So that's what a lot of it's going to be about. And I also want to have a go at writing articles as well on, certain gardening things. Basically just, sort of expanding, elaborating, doing stuff that's a little bit different. I mean, I get masses of pleasure out of doing this YouTube channel. I really do, showing things I've grown, showing my mistakes as well. I've got no issues showing my mistakes because, in life we make plenty of mistakes and gardening is no exception. And I've made many mistakes, this year, and I'm sure I will continue to make many more gardening wise. So there we go. So basically the blog is going to be up and running, hopefully. I'm going to be putting, write an article on it. I'd like to try to do one article a month, that sort of thing. So don't know what my first article's going to be on, but I would like to do one on the day-to-day life of a gardener. I think it would be very interesting, but just there's so much I want to do, things I've got to learn about blogging, things I've got to learn. I mean, I had absolutely no clue about, how to start how to do it. I mean, I'm using this thing called WordPress. I don't know if that's the best one to use. I don't know really that much about the entire thing, honestly speaking. So I'm learning very much. I won't say it's going to be a particularly amazing thing to look at least at the beginning, because end of the day I've got to, it's a new journey for me. I remember when I say that, I never really started learning gardening, to be honest, because I was brought up around it. But I do, so naturally when you're very, very young, things just sort of, you're like a sponge, aren't you? Things just sort of, go in and away you go. But, when I really sort of, in my 20s, when I really started to sort of focus on my own gardening efforts as opposed to sort of just doing stuff with other people or whatever, is when I really started to learn. So I've probably been intensely at the journey now for, I don't know, 9 years, something like that. 4 or 5 years on YouTube. Starting up a blog is going to be absolutely no exception to this. It's a massive learning curve for me. It makes me quite uncomfortable, actually, the technical side of it, because it's, it really does not naturally come to me. And to be honest, when I started doing YouTube, a lot of the technical side really didn't sort of, come to me at all, which is one reason why I very much enjoy just filming videos on the old, as the old hair gets caught in the grapes here, just filming stuff on the mobile phone and uploading it. I did have a bit of a dabble with editing a little while ago, but that was just maybe I was didn't take that necessarily as serious as I should. But really going to be expanding on the blog, maybe even a Facebook account for the YouTube channel. I've got an Instagram already, but I've had a few people who have asked me about, the social media side of it, and I thought, well, why not, hey? dare I say this, winter's coming up, at least autumn, so it may be leaving a bit more time for me to you know, be focusing on other things, and this is one thing I might like to do. So let me know what you think about this down below. You know, if you got any hints, tips, pointers, or whatever, I really do appreciate it, because it really is not my thing. So if you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.